Alright guys, here we are on Antiga Shipyard, and down in the bottom right part of the map, in the blue from the team SK, it is MC. And up at the top of the map, in the red from the team Empire, trying to get the lead again in this series possibly, it is Empire.viOLet. MC probably like, hey, I noticed you never drone scout. And Empire.viOlet's like, yeah.
I imagine that's the way it is.
Even
like,
with the crying
eyes at the end.
Scout, it's true.
Yeah, it's...
He says Zerg something. Oh, hey, IPL. He's
I've got that part. Yeah, I know. I can see IPL in there.
I could probably decipher some of that if I had a longer time, but I don't, so I give up.
All right.
Looks like it's going to be a Nexus first or some sort of forge expand from MC.
8 pool.
And an 8 pool, yeah, from Violet. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, MC's going to scout it right away, so he's going to be able to defend. And probably have enough time to build a complete wall off here. I don't think MC is going to be in too much danger of this. I'm actually a little bit surprised that Violet is going for something like that. If you're going to, you know, why not go for something like a, 6 pool? Well, why not go all out, you know?
It looks like he's doing, if you can call it such, a macro 8 pool because the reason is it looks like he wants to deny the forge up at the front, make sure his opponent stays on one base, and then just kind of go from there. Obviously, MC's going to get up here.
Oh, you.
You.
Oh, you.
Of course, he does see a good bit of units out there. Yeah, this pops up right as the Overlord does as well, so he can make his 6 Zerglings. He can move in there, and of course, MC now going to put a forge up at the front, probably a cannon in his mineral line as well.
Yeah, and...
Oh, wow. Or he's going to be a boss.
He's going to be
whoa
brave here. Okay, so he's like, yeah, I can micro my probes well enough for this. No problem.
Wow.
No problem. It's only going to be 6 Zerglings, too, so MC has a very good chance of surviving this. Violet is going to drone his way out of this. And MC, yeah, I mean, he's not even going to worry about it, man. He's going to actually put a cannon down there so he can protect his ramp and his Nexus. That's kind of the plan that we've got here. But that's going to leave his forge exposed.
Wow, this is incredibly risky. We'll see if he can pull it off, though. His Zerglings are starting to chug across the map. There's the natural photon cannon protection.
2 cannons there.
He's going to make 2 of them because one will probably be killed.
That's actually a really smart call by MC. In that he can kind of come out with his drones, defend against the Zerglings, keep his forge alive, and give his cannons time to finish. Really, really smart idea by MC here.
And he traps one of the Zerglings. It's going to go down. A couple of his probes are going to fall as well, and then MC's going to have to pull back to these photon cannons. Wants those to finish up before the forge actually falls, and then he'll start everything after that. But still, this is so risky. Oh,
he's going to lose his forge again here, too, but... You know, I mean, yeah, he doesn't have that wall at the front, but he does have 2 cannons where his Nexus is going to be. He's going to actually go for his Nexus right now, and that's perfectly fine. You know, he's going to be fairly safe here, actually. That's a great response by MC. That's awesome.
Okay, well, let's see here now as saving up for that Nexus momentarily, and Zerglings are trying to run the long way around. And
there it is.
There's the Nexus.
Yep.
It's so close.
Yeah, really good cannon placement by MC. Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to need to rebuild his forge if he wants to here, but he's got enough cannons where if he's not planning on going for any sort of +1 build, he could actually just leave it unbuilt. And it looks like it's going to be a 1-base Roach rush coming up for Violet after this, and will the probe scout it in time?
I don't know. We'll find out. And it looks like, he is going to put down another hatchery here in a second. I mean, that may just be to lead MC around.
It is a fake. He's going to cancel that hatchery.
All right. Well,
maybe.
Just started now. We'll find out.
He's got the queen in position. He's like, I need to stop that probe from scouting it.
Yes, he does, but he's not going to.
So close to probe. MC sees it, turns around. That is the best possible scenario for Violet.
That's exactly what he wanted.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And there it is, canceled.
This is so great. Man, these guys are just really trying to outthink each other here. A lot of trickery going on.
This is why games that involve MC are awesome, though, just because you know it's going to, I hate to use the word devolve, but it's going to turn into just ridiculousness. So. All right, well, cybernetic scores coming up. We already have 6 Roaches on the way. 3rd photon cannon being added.
Another probe is coming up, though. And this one is not going to be stopped in time. He might see those Roaches, but will it be too late? Those Roaches will be the last thing the probe ever sees, and MC's like, All right.
How's he going to defend this?
He's got 3 cannons already. So I think MC is actually going to be fine, honestly, because he does have 3 cannons. He will be able to make a Stalker here and Chronoboost that out fairly soon. Yeah, adding on another pylon just for safety's sake. I think this is going to not work so well for Violet. Unfortunately, he's already tried to re-expand, so yeah, he's kind of expecting it here, too.
All right, well, Violet, he's got a few lings up at the front. The Roaches are chugging in from behind, and he's reinforcing with a couple of Roaches and lings, but certainly not a ton of units quite now. More sentries being added. He could trap some into the photon cannons. That's exactly what he's going to do. One photon cannon taking quite a bit of damage, but 2 Roaches are going to fall before anything else is done. 3rd Roach about to go down. Not even a single cannon has fallen.
Yeah, wow. I mean, this has kind of just resulted in a wall-in, not unlike you see Protoss players do sometimes, where they just wall in between the ramp and their Nexus. He has to cancel a pylon, and it looks like he might lose this one, but still not a big deal at all for MC. He's doing perfectly fine. A few more Roaches coming in right now, but yeah, Violet is not going to be able to break those cannons unless he makes just like a ton of lings, and he doesn't even have link speed, so he's fine.
This is not going to work out all that well for him. 2 more gateways coming down right now. The Nexus is under fire, but there are 3 sentries that can start tickling those Roaches to death slowly but surely. Gonna have to watch out though, MC. You're gonna have to back up with those sentries.
Whoa, losing a sentry.
A little bit surprising there.
All right, well, his Nexus is taking some damage. Violet's found a place where he can shoot at it without being hit by the cannon, so that is definitely something to worry about for MC.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any Stalkers yet, though. Even just 1 would be enough to, start shooting those Roaches down or forcing them away.
Research quite yet, it looks like. And wow, this Nexus is actually starting to get a little bit low.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting. Okay, but the thing is MC is adding on so many gateways after this, he's just going to be able to kill these Roaches and go for a counterattack. That's kind of his plan. He may even be like letting that Nexus die. I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, the Nexus does go down. MC, well, immediately rebuilding it, but is this going to get canceled this time? Because MC has got a lot of gateways, and he will have a lot of minerals here if he cancels and goes for the all-in.
Yes, he will. Let's see if he does just that. His opponent is putting up a 3rd base right now. What a crazy game this has turned into. 31 drones to 35 probes at the moment. Of course, the probes are mining off of just 1 Nexus for now. The next Nexus isn't going to be up for another 70 seconds.
The Nexus?
The Nexus.
And so, here's the thing. MC could go for a +1 attack, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah, adding on those sentries, he is gearing up to go try to kill Empire.viOLet. And Violet has a decent amount of Roaches at home here. He's even making more Roaches, not droning up right now. That's a smart idea. I think he expects... Well, he did get his... he did actually get an Overlord in there, too, and see the gateway. So, yeah, Violet... No fool here, he knows kind of what's going on.
All right. Well, Violet taking very good map control. Take a look at his vision. He's got units positioned everywhere because he knows there's not an immediate threat to those right now. So, good map awareness. He'll know everything that's going to make his way in just a bit. 20 more lings coming up now, though, for Violet. And looks like this is going to get finished. So, MC going to go back to 2-base play with this robotics facility as well.
Yeah. And, Violet looks like he's going to attack again. This is an interesting call by our Zerg player.
Very interesting because MC can pull back on 5 gates and 4 photon cannons for now pretty easily.
He is making a lot of just sentries and zealots, though, so he's not going to have a lot of damage in this army. He's going to have a lot of crowd control, basically, just a lot of slowing that he can do to his opponent's army. And but if those speedlings get in, surround those sentries, that's going to be a big problem.
Well, just 20 seconds away from finishing up, actually now 10 seconds away from +1 weapons, so we'll see if Empire.viOLet wants to attack into this. He was droning up behind this, another 2 rounds of drones, but of course MC has more workers than his opponent at this stage in the game.
Yeah, for now anyway, and Violet just kind of playing it safe here, actually, deciding not to go in quite yet. Continuing to drone, he's got a nice little supply lead, but he's thinking, he's like, all right, well, I could try to attack that, but if it goes badly, suddenly I'm very, very vulnerable to a counterattack, so it may just be better for me to kind of sit and be threatening.
Yeah, that's...
rather than just attack.
I guess, but, you know, making all of these units put his economy so far behind. As we can see, you know, MC's still up on probes. He's got a very strong army coming with +1 weapons already finished up. Immortals being added now. They have to walk the long way around, of course. But
Overlord doing some scouting here in the main base of MC, too, so he sees the Robo as well. Basically, with Violet right now, he was behind in workers. He did make a lot of units, but he does have that momentum going now. Now that he's got 3 bases that he'll be able to inject, he'll be able to produce a lot of units very, very quickly. Yeah. Look at that, 13 more drones on the way. Wow. Right as MC moves out here. And those, I think, are going to be the last drones he makes for a while. Because, yeah, he's going to need to defend. His Roaches are going to, his Zerglings, rather, are going to see this army.
Yeah.
And then that is going to be it, so...
And trying to pull a couple of units back. It's not able to do so. MC paying attention much too well right now. And let's see, there's a Warp Prism coming up, so that's going to head over to the left-hand side and start dropping, doing some damage there as well. Here comes MC, though. +1 weapons and Immortals in there.
Well, the nice thing about that Warp Prism especially is that there's nothing that can hit it right now for Violet other than Queen. So MC is like, sweet, I've got a mobile pylon that I don't need to worry about.
Yes.
So that's going to be essential in this fight. And still, you know, decent supply lead for Violet, but he's going to need to get very, very good positioning. Remember, this is a +1 attack, too, from MC, so those units are going to be extra powerful. Zealots will two-shot Zerglings until that Carapace upgrade finishes.
Going right through the destructible debris as well, and there are sufficient photon cannons back at home that MC's not really going to have to worry as much about a Zergling counterattack.
Oh, he's going to need to worry about the flank is what he's going to need to worry about potentially here. Violet trying to come in from two sides. Ooh, this may not work, though. Only one part of the army getting in.
That was actually a bad decision by Violet there, and he's going to lose all of his lings. So now he's down to just the 6 lings that he had with the other part. He does still have 34 roaches, but he really wants those speedlings in with this.
Yeah, he can't go for a counterattack this time. That was a little bit of a botched move by Violet there.
Yeah.
Should have turned those lings around after the first couple force fields went down, but he wasn't able to do it in time. And now MC is in a great spot. I mean, there is no better feeling than taking out that third base and being able to kind of sit on that high ground and be like, there's nothing you can do to me.
Now, well, gateways number 6, 7, and 8 are popping up now, along with the robotics base. We will have some Colossi up in just a second. Looks like they're using the wrong version of the map, so there is a gold mining base, and Violet is trying to take just that, but
it's not going to work. He's going to need to cancel that so fast.
MC already knows that that's there, so that's going to be quite a few resources lost. 75.
Yep. Oh, saves the drone, though, so...
Yeah.
Surprising, but okay. Whew. Look at that. It's a lot of Stalkers coming out right now. MC just really powering hard on 2 bases.
Yeah, he may be able to just make this work as long as he has good control.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough roaches, I think, for Violet to hold this off. He's got a nice split. He's going to have a decent concave. He's going to force MC to move into that, but MC looks like he's going to try to warp some Zealots into the main base here. Be very, very annoying with those as well.
Yeah, there they are.
Yep.
Okay, well, the big attack up at the front is going to come here momentarily. At the very least, Violet is going to have to react to something. He pulls a few units off the line.
Oh, here
Looks
we go.
like MC picks up. Now there's an attempt at a 2-pronged attack, but this ended up pretty bad for Violet. Once again, he has to engage with only a portion of his army. He does pick off a couple of Zealots, but loses a good part of those roaches.
This is actually okay. Look at this. He's targeting down the sentries. Nice. Nice move by Violet to get in there and do that. And the more roaches coming in from behind, targeting the Immortals. Very well executed so far by Violet. He can reproduce units very quickly here, but MC's a little bit risky.
Yeah, MC's got way too much damage output here. I still think Violet needed a better engagement there. That wasn't the exact place he wanted to be, because now he's so far away from his reinforcements, and there's Colossi being added on, and MC is going to push right up the gut.
You know, when you're in this sort of position, you just have to try something. So he went for, I think, what gave him the best chance, but I don't know how well it's going to work. No blink, yeah, for the Stalkers. That is actually really big for Violet.
Yeah, but, you know, he is down by 25 supply. These roaches are kind of cut off from everything else. Reinforcement's going to start to get picked up on, and that means these units are going to kind of get sequestered off to the side.
A little bit, yep. Violet's still making more roaches. He's kind of buying time until +2 finishes. When it does, it's going to help out quite a bit, but as it is, those roaches are getting chased all over the map. This is actually great, though, for Violet that he's able to lead MC's army away like this, but... You know, Violet's doing all the right stuff, but losing his third just, I think, put him so far behind that I don't think he can win this game.
Yeah, let's see here, though. Last couple of roaches are going to fall here in a second, as a few do get away, but that was pretty big damage output there. Now MC, of course, has those Colossi. The second one just finished up. Got an Immortal at the back as well, so he's going to have another pretty good army, and those sentries, they are pretty high energy at the moment.
Yeah, he's got plenty of those left over. And here comes Violet. One last try here to break the army of MC, but it is not going to work. And it looks like MC is going to take the lead in this best of 9.
What good unit positioning out of MC as well. GG. There's the GG. The Immortal firing at the back. The Colossus out of damage range.